All right. Hello and welcome on back to our Thursday class. Today we are doing a class called Find Your Rhythm. And that is simply, it's just simply a flow designed to generate a little bit of smoothness. And maybe it's not just one pose and the other, but you're actually building on the pose before and just getting a little bit of a sequence in. And I think it actually lends itself to some really really nice quality of movement. So let's try it out, shall we? So come onto the mat, and we are going to start in a comfortable seated position today. So whatever easy seat you would like, perhaps you're sitting on your knees on a block, or perhaps just cross-legged, and begin to find your alignment. Let yourself just arrive here. We've made it back. We're taking the time for ourselves and begin to breathe in deeply through your nose and out through your mouth. When you find yourself slowing down with that breath, perhaps you allow your eyelids to close on the exhale as well. Just bring a little bit of stillness into the physical body. Chin is slightly dropped towards your chest to elongate the back of the neck. And allow your palms to rest on your knees, palms up to the sky. And really feel that space on the palms, maybe a little tingling sensation on the skin. And allow yourself to settle. Bring your attention to the quality of the breath. Let the exhale move through your body, relaxing it as you release the breath and release tension at the same time. And allow the inhale to fill you completely, perhaps imagining the breath filling the palms of your hands as they rest open on your knees. Take a couple moments like this, being in your own space, moving with your own breath. And come back to the quality of the breath as it enters the body. Where is it that you first notice the breath coming inward? Perhaps it's at the base of the nostrils, or maybe it's just a general sensation of expansion. And then moving along that breath, where do you notice it landing at the end of the inhale? In the chest, maybe in the belly. Maybe it feels like it fills the space around your body. And on the exhale, where do you notice the start of the exhale? Is it a collapsing of the belly or the shoulders dipping down? Where do you notice the end of that exhale? Perhaps you feel the chest pressing closer to the spine, or a sensation of a sigh in the back of the throat. Take a couple moments to just play with noticing this breath, steady and slow. And begin to allow the breath to return to a natural, maybe background space of our minds. And let the eyes blink open. I need to always rub the sort of collected tears out of my eyelids. My eyes are always watering. And just notice how you're doing right now. Perhaps in sending our focus to the breath in a more focused manner, our kind of nerves settle along the way. We're not trying to force the breath, but just notice it. And all the while, we're breathing deeply and we're breathing slowly and we're settling. So perhaps you feel that sense of calm now, perhaps not. And let's bring a little bit more activity into the body. You can begin to roll the shoulders back a little bit. Maybe a gentle roll of the neck from ear to shoulder, down the front of the body, ear to shoulder, nose to the front of the body. Just some small movements, maybe even in your wrists, a couple circles. This is all you. So find a small movement that makes sense. Good. Maybe take a little stretch. Really waking up from within. And I love just that big good morning stretch because it's so matched with that breath. You often stretch, but at the same time, you take a deep breath in and you really stretch along the length of that breath and you let it go. I love waking up in the morning. I don't love getting up in the morning. All right, so from here, come on back to your comfortable seated position from wherever you just ended up. And we're gonna sit cross-legged, any leg in front, and we're gonna inhale, arms up. Gaze lifts, everything lifts. We have some experience with deep breaths. Exhale, push it away. Building on that expansion of the breath that we generated a couple moments ago. Inhale, arms up, let the breath drop in and down. Exhale, press it away. One more time like that. Again, feel that good morning stretch. Your lungs, your diaphragm is already warmed up. And exhale, stretch it down. Good, take a second, settle at the bottom end. Maybe you feel little clusters of sensation down your body. Sometimes I almost feel like little pins and needles after I bring some very powerful breath in. From here, we're gonna take a gentle twist. So just inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twisting to the right, left hand comes to right knee, right hand comes behind, gentle twist of the lower belly, and gentle pressing together of the shoulder blades. Couple breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, release, come back to center. Take a moment to pause. Good. Next, inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, winding to the left. So right hand comes to left knee, left hand behind you, gaze over left shoulder. Maybe at the end, you can draw the shoulder blades together ever so slightly, just to keep that aligned spine. Couple breaths here. And then on an exhale, whenever that comes for you, release, take a moment. We're gonna bring our hands to interlace, making a little fist, and then drawing our knuckles under our chin, lifting our elbows towards our ears, pressing into those fingertips with the chin. If you have rings, just careful. I feel like I always scratch myself. So you're pressing into the hands, kind of getting a stretch where the fingers connect to the palm. And you're also kind of getting a little stretch down the back of the neck. We're gonna let out all of our air. Inhale here. And then on the exhale, you're gonna begin to make a fist, drawing the elbows towards each other, pressing the chin up to the sky, letting the air out. Inhale, elbows up, chin presses in, chin drops. Exhale, making a fist, elbows draw together, chin lifts. And then come on back to neutral, supporting that neck, release. Good, take a second. Notice if you feel any lightheadedness, and if so, take a second to recalibrate. Now we're gonna combine, find a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of flow. So I will guide you, but feel free to combine those three movements, the breath, the twist, and the gentle neck presses all together. So we're gonna begin. Inhale, arms up, stretch up, reach up, breath in. Exhale, press down. Really accentuate the breath. Inhale, arms up. Everything lifts. Exhale, press it down, shoulders down, breath presses out. One more, arms up. On the exhale, same pressing, but rotating to the right, twisting to the right side. Inhale, arms up to center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come together, come down through prayer. Chin rests on the hands, gaze down. Inhale here. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, chin drops. Deep breaths. Exhale, send the chin back. Make a little bit of noise with that breath. Inhale, intentional, deep breath. And then exhale, release everything, neutral by your sides, eyes closed. Allow your breath to return to a natural, gentle rhythm. Begin to blink your eyes open. We're going to do that again, a little bit faster, but take it in your own pace. And you might hear my breath getting a little louder. Please accentuate your breath as much as feels comfortable to you, really vocalizing it so you can hear the tone. If we're talking about the quality of breath, what is the sound? What is the feeling? What is the impact on our bodies, on our minds? All right, so take a second, get your mind right, get your body right. Feel settled. On an exhale, release the last sip of air that lingers in the body, in the lungs. When you can't exhale anymore, deep, powerful, refreshing inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Final one up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come together. Chin drops. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the chin. Two more. Inhale, drop, lift the elbows. Exhale, push it all away. Final one. Exhale, push it away. And slowly, gently come back to center. Hands at heart center. Gently press your hands towards your body. Close your eyes. And come on back to a natural, pleasant rhythm of breath. Begin to blink your eyes open. Hopefully you're feeling a little more activated, a little warmer. And this is a lesson I'm trying to teach my dance students. Even with our breath, we can warm up the body. So much expands and moves with deep breath. But you're also kind of controlling your parasympathetic nervous system. You're kind of controlling your mood just a little bit more, your reactions. Perhaps in our aggressive breathing, we stopped really thinking about and worrying about some things that have been on our minds. Maybe not. But breath really has the power to take us there, and you have the power to control the breath. It just takes some practice. So we're going to stay on our booties. We're just going to turn to the long edge of the mat. We're going to plant the soles of your feet, which mine are shrouded in darkness. And you're going to plant your palms more or less under your shoulders. And you're going to do a little bit of adjusting, but we're going to press the soles of the feet and press the palms in and lift the belly up to the sky. Squeeze the glutes, reverse plank, reverse tabletop. You can look towards your belly button. You can have a neutral neck, and just be careful if you let it go completely. Find a little bit of breath here. One more squeeze of the glutes, lift of the hips. Exhale, send it back down. Inhale here. Exhale, stay here. And then on your next inhale, one more time. Inhale, lift, reverse tabletop. Exhale to hold and maintain. Inhale to squeeze a little more, lift a little higher. Exhale, send it down. Wonderful job. We're gonna roll over onto our bellies. And you're going to send your tented fingertips on the outside of your mat, a little wider than your shoulders. And you're gonna inhale, press the heart up. Exhale, melt it down. Find a little rhythm, a little flow. Inhale, draw and grow up. Exhale, melt it down like a wave in the ocean. Inhale, roll on up. And just as you get to the peak, begin the descent. Take two more. Excellent. And now bringing the palms of your hands closer to your rib cage, press the palms down, press the heart up, elbows pulled in towards each other, bent elbows, and just find this high cobra for 3, 2, 1, and melt it down. On an inhale, press on up to your tabletop. I'm gonna turn and face you. I'm gonna roll on up, high kneeled position. We're gonna extend the right leg out. I have the sole of my foot on the ground. It's okay if it's a little more on the edge. Toes pointing forward. Right hand on the hip. Like so, I look like a blueberry. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, lean to the right leg. Take a moment here, keep breathing. Let's begin to twist our heart a little bit more to the sky. And then send it up. One more time. Inhale, left arm up. And a nice long reach down the right side. From here, you're going to release both hands to the floor, and you're going to crawl hand over hand to the left leg. And you're going to notice the left leg is going to want to move. Let it move. So you're going to rotate on the knee until until your hips are squared to the back side of your mat. Fingertips pointing forward, hips square. And we're going to tuck the toes on the right leg. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, lift the left knee towards your chin, cheetah pose. Hold for 3, 2, really pushing into those hands. 1, and gently lower that shin back down. And we're gonna crawl hand over hand back to our gate pose. So allow that left foot to go back behind the leg. And we're gonna crawl the hands until we stretch into our gate pose and come on up. Well done. Very carefully send that right leg back down. Take a breath. Exhale. Next inhale, we're going to extend the left leg. Ooh, might be cracked. Left hand on hip. Inhale, right arm. And exhale, gently shifting, tilting towards the left leg. Take a couple breaths, a couple moments. You can begin to twist the ribs so they're a little more bright, shining outward rather than downward. Out and up rather than down. And when you've had enough, come on back up. Same sequence on this side. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, leaning to the left leg. I'm sorry, right arm up, left leg. And then begin to fold over the front, walking hand over hand towards that front short edge of your mat, allowing that left foot to lift up so that way your shin is parallel with the long edge. Hips are square, so you might have to kind of bring that left hip down. Tucking the back toes, inhale. Exhale, lifting the right knee towards your nose. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale, gently placing it back down, walking hand over hand, allowing that right foot to draw back again, coming into your gate pose, stretch, and then up. Good. We're going to do that one more time on each side, maybe a little faster. And I encourage you to just go with how it feels, just really trying to match your breath with movement. If we are so worried about what the movement looks like, what our neighbor looks like, how far we can't go today, how much we're not doing, then we're going to completely miss all of the good stuff that we're generating. You're going to completely miss the quality of your own movement. You're going to perhaps miss any information about tight areas that you want to pay attention to. And then you'll look beyond the benefits of the stretch and the pose itself that actually give the pose its purpose. Because without, your effort and without the kind of heart that you put into it, your own unique spin, then it's just, someone stretching. It's just bends. It's just bending and stretching. And it's not really yoga, and it's not really you connecting with your body. So let's take a moment in our high kneeling position, moving however your body feels right, and just being very mindful of how it wants to move, where it wants to go. Infusing it with a sort of smoothness, a sort of I got it-ness that will give it a quality unique to your practice. One breath in. On an exhale, extend the right toes, right leg. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, reach. Inhale to hold. Exhale to fold over, curl one hand over the other until we are facing the back edge of the mat, hips square. Inhale, tuck the toes of the right leg. Exhale, cheetah pose. Inhale to hold. And exhale, gently, smoothly lower back down. Begin to walk hand over hand back into your gate pose. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, come on up and take a little break. Reset, drawing that right knee back in. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, arm up. Inhale, stretch. Exhale to hold or maintain. Inhale here. Exhale to fold and walk one hand over the other to the right side, squaring the hips. Inhale, tucking the left toes. Exhale, drawing right knee towards nose. Inhale here. Exhale, smoothly lower down, gracefully transitioning hand over hand back to your gate pose. And take a breath. I'm like in the wall here. Excellent. We're going to turn over onto our onto our hands and knees, tabletop position. If you want to take a round of cat and cow, go for it. Take a second to find what you need here. When you're ready, coming back into a neutral tabletop, walking the palms forward, about a palm print, tucking the toes, keeping the knees a little bent, begin to lift the hips, downward facing dog. Take any movements up here that help you to ultimately find your expression of the pose. Good, we're gonna bend our knees deeply. Inhale. Exhale, lift those hips. Inhale, knees come to the floor, or just hovering above the floor. Exhale, lift. We're gonna walk our hands towards our feet. Just take a little forward fold, hang, whatever feels good here, just to get a little stretch in the back of the legs. And then grounding through the feet, we're gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart, prayer pose. And let's flow. Bend the knees, reach the arms up to the sky. And let them kind of rain down in front of you. Forward fold. Have a nice bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And we're gonna walk the hands out, out, out. Maybe we find a plank for a second, just really pulling the belly button in. And on an exhale, lifting those hips back to downward facing dog. I'm gonna step off my mat a little bit for more room. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, so you're crossing over that body, and then you're gonna just extend that right leg onto the ground. Fallen star. If you wanna go a little further, you can rotate the back foot down and peel the left hand off the ground, shine up to the sky. One more inhale. Exhale, plant that hand back down, lift the back heel. Send the right leg back, three-legged dog. And then we're going to shift forward, plank, three-legged plank, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Step that right leg down. In between the hands, find your lunge. Whew. Good, and really press the back heel towards the back wall. So you're getting this nice stretch. Good. Hands press against the ground. Send the back leg, the front leg back. Drop the knees and lower. Chin, chest through your vinyasa. When you're done, just come into a nice child's pose. We're gonna inhale back to our tabletop. Walk the palms forward a little bit. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Shifting forward, so shoulders are over wrists. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, crossing the leg over the body. And then extending the leg as long as it wants along the floor. Fallen star or fallen angel, they have different names. If you'd like to go further, rotating the back foot down, peeling the right fingers off the ground. Deep breath, gaze lifts, hips lift. Exhale, hand comes down, extending the left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, three-legged plank. And as much as you can, step that left leg through. Good, find your high lunge, elongate through the heart. And exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, knees drop, chest drops, and just roll through, finding a child's pose. So coming back to your tabletop. We're going to build on that sequence just a little bit. So it's going to be slightly modified at the same time, so it'll be slightly different, but building on some of the same foundation. Coming into your downward facing dog, take a breath, deep breath in, let it out. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow right away. Inhale, extend, fallen triangle, fallen star. Exhale, hand comes down, right leg comes back up. Exhale, bending the right knee and just opening the hip. Opening the hip so the heel is towards the left side. And then extending that leg long. Bring it through. High lunge, planting the left hand down, opening the right arm to the sky. Exhale, plant the right hand down. Step it back to plank and lift into your downward dog. Take a deep breath. Inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, left heel to right elbow right away. Inhale, extend long, find your fallen triangle. Exhale, hand comes down, leg comes back. Next breath, drop the heel towards your butt, open that hip. Take a couple breaths. Inhale, elongate that leg, square the hips. Exhale, step it through, high lunge. Planting right hand on the ground, peel the left arm off the ground, easy twist. Exhale, lower the hand, step it back, lower the knees, move through your flow, and come into your child's pose. Inhale, we're gonna come to tabletop. And once again, we're gonna rise up tall on our knees. We're gonna go into a camel just to really open that heart. The space where our heart lives does a lot of action when we're breathing, but it also does a lot of action when our heart's beating. I feel like our chests are always moving through, always moving rhythmically with our bodies. So shake it out. Take any little movements you need. And from here, we're gonna tuck the back toes. You can always put a towel or a blanket underneath your knees. And you're gonna bring your hands just above your butt cheeks. The palms might be like right in the butt cheeks. And you're gonna press the fingers up. From here, we're gonna just squeeze the elbows together, gaze lifts. Feel the stretch in the front of the body. And feel the heels of your palms pressing into kind of the fleshy area above your booty. And then exhale, release it all. Give yourself a hug, one hand over the other, drop your chin. And then inhale, repeat. Tuck the toes, fingertips pressing up just below the hips, and stretch that heart up to the sky. On an exhale, untuck the toes. Maybe we hug ourselves with the other arm on top, reaching for opposite shoulder blades, tucking the chin. If you want, you can even lower the hips. Just all these are just options. Just listen to what your body's telling you. Mine was like, you should sit. Excellent. And for our final one, you can go as far as you'd like. If you want to continue playing with the elbows drawing together, heart shining up, excellent. If that's comfortably in your practice, you'll start the same way. Inhale, heart lifts. And perhaps all you have to do is drop one arm at a time towards your heels or ankles and shine your heart upright. Take a couple breaths, find what position is comfortable for your head and neck. Try to find some ease here in a very, not always very easeful posture. And on an exhale, climbing back up the booty, begin to untuck the toes, send the hips back, inhale, arms up. Exhale, lowering the arms down, child's pose, slow, slow, slow. And only once you get there do you release. From here, moving into your tabletop. And this is where you have some yoga kind of play time. So if you'd like to move through a twist, a shoulder stand, anything you like, just begin to find yourself into a comfortable space. I am going to guide Shavasana in a child's pose. So if you'd like, To follow suit, you can bring the big toes together, open the knees wide, send the hips back, and just kind of crawl. Rest your head on a pillow if you like, and find rest here. Otherwise, lying on your back is an excellent option. Any of the usual routes we take, there is no wrong way. It's about your expression, and your expression comes from your heart. It comes from your intuition. So what you want, do it. Because there might be a reason why your body wants to do one thing over another. Or at least investigate it. So take a second, any last movements you want, and then find a place to settle. Rest and Shavasana. I'm going to come to seated because I'm going to bring back the readings. I haven't done a reading in class in a very long time. So you stay put while I pull up the poem. This is a poem by Philip Larkin. I heard it read by Patti Smith, who does a little kind of free reading, writing, listening thing for subscribers. And I was like, this poem suits May so well, and the changing of seasons, our personal changing of seasons and growing older, even as everything comes back to life around us. The trees. The trees are coming into leaf like something almost being said. The recent buds relax and spread. Their greenness is a kind of grief. Is it that they are born again and we grow old? No, they die too. Their yearly trick of looking new is written down in rings of grain. Yet still the unresting castles thresh in full-grown thickness every May. Last year is dead, they seem to say. Begin afresh, afresh, afresh. Just take a breath wherever you are. Let it out. One more deep breath in physical stillness. And release. In a way that feels authentic to you. Bring some movement back into your body. Maybe you want to move the toes or the fingers, or perhaps curl up into a fetal position on your favorite side. Or maybe you want to stay exactly as you are. This is a nice time to indulge yourself and do just what you want, knowing that there is no wrong choice. When you are ready, press yourself carefully back up to a comfortable seated position, bringing your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. On an exhale, begin to rub the palms together a little faster, generating warmth between the hands from one hand into the other. And from here, we're going to press the hands just around the back of the neck. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Allow the hands to travel towards your heart, sending that same warmth towards yourself. And exhale. Hands come to prayer in front of your forehead. Deep breath in. Exhale, gentle bow forward. You can open your eyes. It's This is where I'd like to express my gratitude for this practice, for being able to return after a very wacky couple of weeks. And hopefully we just increase our threshold for what we believe we can do, whether that's tolerate our emotions, whether that's a physical stunt, a feat, a physical amazement. We just have this window of what we think we can do. And by reaching beyond that, or looking beyond that, it grows. And all of the stuff at the edge now is not so hard because we kind of dabble in what's a little bit beyond us, what's a little bit out of our comfort zone, out of our experience. And that way we really master the territory that we know. There's no edges to it. All of this is comfortable because our window has grown. So all that is to say, namaste. I hope you have a lovely evening. I hope to see you Saturday at 11 a.m. this week. And yeah, I will, as Patti Smith says, I will sense you all soon, I hope. Have a good night, everyone.